they're frightened that they will be targeted because it is not just members of the Romanian community being targeted here, even though if it was just then, it would be absolutely abhorrent. It is anyone who is not a a white Northern Irish person is pretty much fair game for these rioters.
One part of our kingdom that is troubled is Northern Ireland. There's a heavy police presence in several towns tonight as part of efforts to stop a fifth night of disorder taking place. It first broke out on Monday evening after a peaceful protest over an alleged sexual assault in County Antrim, and since then there have been 15 arrests and 41 police officers have been injured. Liam Kelly, the chair of the Police Federation for Northern Ireland, described the attacks as a week of shame. Well, let's get a sense of where things stand tonight with Gabrielle Swan, a reporter for the Belfast Telegraph, joining us from Coleraine, County Derry. Gabrielle, welcome to the programme.
Thank you very much for having me.
What's the mood tonight? And I know that you've been in Ballymena and you've seen some of the violence, the unrest at first hand. Where do things stand tonight?
At the minute, there is a bit of trepidation in Northern Ireland. People are fearing that violence may return, you see, to the country. There are some reports of petrol bombs being thrown at police in County Derry, or the city of Derry. And this has arisen from another demonstration that was in the city. But largely, there is a lot of, I suppose, fear, but the riots do appear to be coming down to their dying off stages, so to say.
And Gabriel, when you say fear, who feels the fear? Is it the minorities, people from the Philippines, Nigeria, whichever part of the world, who are now living in Northern Ireland and who seem to have been targeted? Or is it from those people, let's say call them the host population, who think that what allegedly happened to, is it one or two girls in Ballymena, may happen to their daughters if these migrants, the alleged perpetrators, are not restrained?
There is more so fear, I think, among the ethnic minority population in Northern Ireland. They're frightened that they will be targeted because it is not just members of the Romanian community being targeted here, even though if it was just then, it would be absolutely abhorrent. It is anyone who is not a white Northern Irish person is pretty much fair game for these rioters. There's a large percentage of the Filipino community in Ballymena and County Antrim who were targeted. In fact, this led them to put up signs saying that we are Filipino, we Filipinos live here, and they put the flag of their country up. This has also led locals to put up, we are locals, we live here, and putting Union flags up along their door just so that rioters will be, in a way, dissuaded from attacking their homes. But I think there is a lot of fear because the Northern Irish population, especially of a certain generation, they don't want to see Northern Ireland delve into violence once more as it has in the past. Northern Ireland still does have its riots. We had our race riots back in August, sparked by the Southport stabbings as well. And we've had previous riots in relation to the Northern Ireland Protocol back in 2021.
Right, I was thinking about the roots of all this. It couldn't just be some spontaneous outbursts. How deep do the racist sentiments go? I'm just looking at a statement from Patrick Corrigan, Amnesty International's Northern Ireland director, and he says, according to the last census, only 3.4% of people in Northern Ireland from minority ethnic backgrounds. That means 96.6% are not. We remain the whitest and least diverse part of the UK and Ireland.
Yes, that's very much true. In fact, all hate crimes against ethnic minorities in Northern Ireland have unfortunately only been going up. At the moment, we stand at the highest hate crimes against minorities have ever been. And then these communities are obviously very, very much afraid at the moment. But I was speaking to a support worker today for my work at the Belfast Telegraph, I should say, more so not the Telegraph that you have over there. She was saying that Ballymena is one of the most deprived areas in Northern Ireland. Out of 800 areas, it stands at number 14 in terms of most deprived, in terms of housing, employment, poverty, and access to healthcare. And she was saying that a lot of these sentiments are often misguided and misplaced to the fault of our new arrivals in Northern Ireland. These deprived areas are much more likely to suffer from sectarian and racist attacks, unfortunately.
Indeed. Very depressing. Gabrielle Swan, a reporter for the Belfast Telegraph, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
That's us.